Hey guys, welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to be talking all about moving and sharing with you some of my favorite moving tips. Welcome back. If you're new to my channel, my name is Deanna and I am a homeschooling mom of 5. And here on my channel, I talk a lot about homeschooling, homemaking, as well as my faith in Christ. So if that interests you, I would love for you to subscribe to see my future videos. Recently, I've been sharing a lot about moving. We are a military family and we are currently preparing to move overseas to Japan, which you can imagine has been a huge process, a huge undertaking. We have been preparing for this since August. And it's coming up here at the beginning of March. And today I'm going to be sharing with you some items that I have purchased and used to kind of help prepare us for this move. And I'm going to share them with you today in hopes that it'll be helpful to you in your moving situation. So with that said, let's go ahead and jump in and I'll share with you these items. All right, item number 1 is bubble wrap. Now, right next to me, I have a ton of bubble wrap. The first one is, let me show it with you, this huge roll of bubble wrap that I got on Amazon. This is our second one. We've already been through one of these. This is really easy just to buy straight up from Amazon. The other thing that we have is every time we get a package in the mail, we are saving like little bits of various kinds of bubble wrap. And that's nice because it's free. It's something that just, kind of free. It came in the mail with something we had already ordered. We didn't have to pay separately for it. So we're also just kind of accumulating various bubble wraps to, pack into boxes and add into things to kind of fill in voids and just add some extra cushioning to things that are more fragile. So that is number 1. Definitely good to have some bubble wrap on hand. All right, item number 2 is vacuum bags. Vacuum bags come in all different sizes these days. I went ahead and purchased some jumbo vacuum bags. I got this pack off of Amazon. These space bags are really great for linens, clothing, pillows, stuffed animals. These space bags are super versatile and very helpful to have on hand. I've already used probably 4 or 5 of them as I'm going through our house and kind of compiling our clothing and our different linens and things and some of our kids' toys. It has been super helpful just to throw everything in a space bag and suck out the air. It makes it a lot more small and so it doesn't take up as much space. Number 3 is carpet bags. If you have large area rugs like we do that we were planning to take overseas, we went ahead and purchased some long, huge plastic bags. It's kind of like protecting a mattress when you're moving, but they're just nice thick plastic and you can just roll up your rugs, stick them inside of there, zip tie it shut. We also went ahead and taped ours just to keep the bag really nice and tight, and that's just another way to keep your rug hopefully from getting dirty or any pests or things like that, and even prevent mold if you're going to be traveling somewhere, maybe overseas where it's super humid, especially during the summertime. So a bag like that is just a great way to keep your rugs clean and also hopefully prevent them from getting any water damage or mold. All right, the next item, these are silica packets. So these are the items you sometimes will find like in a vitamin bottle, or sometimes in different like food things, just to absorb moisture is essentially what they're for. And so we have used these a lot in this moving process to throw this in with items that we don't want to get moldy. So we threw these in with our carpets when we filled our carpet bags. We also have added these to containers that are going to storage. I've also thrown this in with things like our linens and our books. So these are really great. This is a pack, I think I got a pack of 100 and it was really inexpensive from Amazon. These are a great way, again, just to help make sure that your items are not going to get mold or mildew, and it just helps to absorb any moisture. Now this is especially helpful if you have things going to non-temporary storage, or if you're going to have items like we do that are going to be on a cargo ship for several months and you just want to make sure that those items stay in the condition that they left, then it's definitely worth investing in some of these silica packets. All right, the next thing I'd recommend that you get for your move are totes. Now, we are surrounded in this room by totes. We have a lot of these Costco 27-gallon bins here that you can add zip ties to. I have a couple right here behind me. These are Sterilite foot lockers. I got those from Walmart. Those are great too. They have wheels. Over on this side of the room that you can't see, we got some clear bins from Target in various sizes that have like a moisture barrier gasket around the lid to kind of help seal out moisture. Now it depends a lot on the company that's going to be moving you. Some movers don't like people to have bins and they would prefer to take the items out of the bins and put them in cardboard boxes. But in our case, I went ahead and contacted the company that's going to be handling our moves, and they were totally fine with us using bins. All you have to do is leave the bins open so that the movers can go through and inspect your items, add it to the inventory, add in any additional packing paper or bubble wrap or things that you might need to fill in empty spaces. And then you can seal your bins. We're gonna zip tie the ones that have spaces for zip ties, and you're good to go. The great thing is that these Costco bins, once we get to Japan, we can unload everything and just stack them up and put them in our storage area, and then they'll be there for the next time that we move, hopefully, back to the United States. So I definitely recommend investing in some different sized totes. Totes are really great as far as maybe gathering up loose items and putting them all together. Like for example, if your child has a lot of tiny little figurines, putting them all in a little shoebox sized tote is a really great way to keep everything together and organized, and also kind of give things another protective layer so that hopefully things don't get broken or otherwise damaged. All right, the next item along those lines for organization is various sizes of Ziploc bags. That is super helpful to have everything from little snack bags, sandwich bags, quart bags, gallon bags, to these larger bags. I got these on Amazon. These are 2-gallon bags, and then these are 2.5-gallon bags. I find that Ziploc bags are super helpful for keeping things organized, especially if you're going to be disassembling furniture. You want to make sure and have a Ziploc bag ready for the movers to throw in all the different nuts and bolts and things. And then once they disassemble that item, go ahead and either use some painter's tape or saran wrap to just attach that hardware to that particular piece of furniture. Otherwise, what tends to happen is all of your hardware gets thrown into one box called a parts box, and then sometimes that parts box goes missing, or you go to open the parts box and you have no idea which parts go to what piece of furniture, and it can be very frustrating and confusing. So going ahead and putting that stuff in a Ziploc bag and attaching it to that piece of furniture can save you a big headache when you get to your new location. This next item is maybe a little bit extra, but it's called tamper tape. Essentially what this is after your movers have sealed your boxes, you can go through and add strips of this red tamper tape on the edges of the box so that you will know if one of your boxes has been opened without your knowledge. So, hopefully you're getting really wonderful movers that have great integrity and character. But if you're at all concerned about things being opened after your boxes leave your home and things being stolen or taken out of it, then you can use this tamper tape to let you know, like, hey, this box was opened without my consent. And that kind of gives you just a better idea of whether or not your stuff has been messed with after it left your home. So I definitely decided to invest in some of this tamper tape, and I'm definitely going to use it on either bins and or boxes where we're placing some things that might be more high value. So in my opinion, it's definitely worthwhile to invest in getting some of this tamper tape just for a little bit more peace of mind. All right, this next item is a little bit more expensive, but in my opinion, I think it's going to be worth the investment, and that is Apple AirTags. Essentially, these are GPS trackers, and you can tuck one of these into a box or into an item that you are moving, and then along the way, while it is traveling from point A to point B, anytime that it pings off of another iPhone, it will give you a coordinate. So if you're going to be moving, especially overseas, I think it's definitely worthwhile to have one of these in each of your shipments. A 4-pack of these is slightly cheaper than buying them individually. So I will link these down below if you want to check them out. I will have everything I'm sharing today linked in the description box. All right, the next item I want to share with you guys are these QR labels. These are really awesome, especially if you're doing multiple moves like we are, of just keeping things organized, because we have a bunch of these Costco bins, and instead of like opening them up every time we can't remember what's in there, these QR labels are super helpful. You just put them on the outside of your box. Then you can download the corresponding app, and you can go through and you can make it super specific if you want to. You can take pictures of what is in your bin. You can list the items by just writing it out. You can even scan barcodes on things to like have an exact detailed item description of what is in that box. I didn't go that far, but I will show you an example of what I did do. All right, so here is an example of one that I did. These are some of my husband's board games. So I just tap here. It opens the picture. That is what the inside of the bin looks like, so we can see all the different games that he has. And then here below in the description, I typed out all of the names of the games so that we would be able to know what is in that bin. So for us, that's going to be helpful knowing what exactly we are bringing with us to Japan and what exactly is going to storage. But that'll also help us in the event that something is either lost or stolen or ruined. And we can file claims easier if we have an exact record of what was in our bins. All right, the next item that I want to recommend are going ahead and printing out some labels. This is a really helpful thing that you can do to just ensure that if your items were to get either misplaced or say they get mixed up with someone else's move or shipment, that having a label on the outside of your box will be helpful for people to contact you to get your stuff back to where it needs to be. So for our family, I put my husband and I's first and last name, then I put my email address, my phone number, and then at the bottom I put our point of origin and where our destination is. So that way they can know like, okay, this is going from here to here. This is how I can contact this person. I just went ahead and printed those on basic Avery 2x3 shipping labels. And I printed off 100 of them. I have no idea exactly how many we're going to go through, but I just think that's going to be a really easy way to just to slap those on our bins or the boxes that the movers fill. And I probably am going to put one on the outside of our crates as well, just as a way to hopefully ensure that our stuff gets from point A to point B. And in the event that it does get lost, hopefully it'll find its way back to us eventually. Something I've seen other families do as well, maybe instead of doing a shipping label sticker, is to go ahead and get a self-inking stamp. And so that's something you can order like on Amazon. I actually went ahead and ordered one of those as well, just to have as another option. Some people have said that the shipping labels don't always adhere to cardboard boxes very well. They might fall off unless you tape them on with like shipping tape. So I think I'm going to use the shipping labels for our totes and crates, and then I'm going to use this self-inking stamp that I ordered to just stamp all the cardboard boxes. And again, I just went ahead and put our names, an email address, a phone number, and then our point of origin and our destination. So that way, yeah, hopefully everything will get to where it needs to be. All right, and then the last item I want to share with you guys today are these room labels. So basically these stickers have all the different rooms that you might have in a house, and there are a total of 800 stickers here. These stickers are particularly helpful for when you get to your destination and the movers are unpacking either your crates or the moving truck. And for us in the military, the policy is that the movers will usually place an item one time. So when they come in the door and they say, where does this go? If I already have a sticker on the box, then I can just say, okay, master bedroom, right down that hallway. And then what I'm going to go ahead and do is have a sheet of paper that will have one of these stickers on it, and I'm going to tape it to our master bedroom door so that there's like no guessing like, oh, is this the master or is this bedroom 1 or bedroom 2? So this is just a really great way to have things nice and organized for your movers who are unloading you and putting things in your new location. So I'm also going to be putting these on our boxes and totes as well. So that's going to be it for today's video. I hope that you guys found some of these items helpful. Again, this might be a little excessive for people who are just moving like within the same city or maybe to like a state close by. But for us as a military family, these things are really tried and true for lots and lots of military moves. So I hope that they will be helpful to you. Again, I will link everything in the description box below if you want to check it out for your own family. If you are looking to move soon, I hope that you have a wonderful and smooth moving experience. And thanks as always for watching. Hope you guys are doing great, and I'll see you next time. Bye.